My heart's only beating like 25%. Contract, there go the sex tape contract. There it is. They done already breached the contract by talking about it. So let's talk about it. So with us initialing everything proves that each letter, each page is confirmed that it's going down. I got 12.5%, Kim got 12.5%, right? Now, she got the same exact contract I got. And when we go to court, guess what? They got to pull that up because we got to see that because moms was lying and we need to make sure that it's not right.
When I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears you. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson.
Ray J came out speaking like everything was already locked in, saying his heart was only working at about 25%, but he was still pushing forward with what he knows. He started talking contracts, percentages, and signatures, making it clear this situation goes deeper than people think. According to him, both he and Kim had matching terms, around 12.5% each. And he made it clear that once this hits court, those documents will have to come out for everyone to see. He also hinted that there were things being hidden, claiming certain people were not being honest. When he asked about medication and treatment, he said it took days to even get a straight answer, which only made him more suspicious. Ray J made it clear he refused anything he did not trust, saying if he had gone along with it, things could have turned out very differently for him. That statement alone had people online paying close attention. Then things took an even darker tone. Ray J compared his situation to other major celebrities, suggesting that once someone is labeled as troubled, the narrative gets controlled and the truth gets buried. He even referenced names like Britney Spears and Michael Jackson, implying that once the story is set, the public rarely questions it. At the same time, Kanye West stepped in and made things even louder. Reports started spreading that Kanye warned Ray J to leave the country, suggesting his safety could be at risk after speaking out.
And say she wasn't like the front runner for the tape. Whoever told you to do that, Chris, you gotta fire them. Because not only did they you, but now I got 1 year statute of limitations for just that. So all I gotta do is find the facts of what you and Kim did. A contract, there go the tape contract. There it is. They done already breached the contract by talking about it. So let's talk about it. So with us initialing everything proves that each letter, each page is confirmed that it's going down. I got 12.5%, Kim got 12.5%, right? Now, she got the same exact contract I got. And when we go to court, guess what? They got to pull that up because we got to see that because moms was lying and we need to make sure that it's not right? Kim Kardashian's handwriting. Now, in every contract, you got to have deliverables that you sign. So meaning the final page is exactly what you selling to somebody. So here's what happens. Kim is rushing me. Her mom's rushing me. Let's get this done. Come on, let's get it signed. Kim's with me while I'm signing my contract. She's like, hurry up, babe. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and help you. I'm gonna sign your deliverables for you so you can just rush it through. Here's the deliverables, and this is the original copy. Look who was in the room with me. Look who wrote exactly what we sold. Tape number 1. Cabo intro. Tape number 2, Cabo. Tape number 3, here's the one that they said I had. Santa Barbara.
That warning came right as Ray J's legal fight with Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner started heating up again over that infamous 2006 tape. Ray J and the Kardashians are now locked in a serious legal battle, and the claims flying around could damage reputations in a major way. Some people even believe this situation explains why Kanye's mental state seemed to decline during his relationship with Kim, pointing to pressure behind the scenes. What made everything feel even more suspicious to fans was the timing. Right when Ray J began speaking out again, he suddenly ended up in the hospital fighting for his life. Reports say his heart condition became critical, and he confirmed himself that it was only functioning at around 25%. For many watching, that timing did not feel random at all. This whole situation goes back to when Ray J first made explosive claims that Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner were being looked at by federal authorities and that he was helping build a case. Those statements immediately triggered a response, with Kim and Kris hiring a high-profile attorney, Alex Spiro, and filing a defamation lawsuit against him. But Ray J did not back down. Instead, he pushed even harder and filed a countersuit, flipping the situation completely. He claimed the tape from the early 2000s was not leaked the way the public was told, but instead released intentionally to boost Kim's career. According to his legal filings, that version of events had been misrepresented for years. Attorneys on both sides started trading statements, with Kim and Kris's team dismissing Ray J's claims as baseless. Still, Ray J stayed firm, even filing motions to have their case thrown out entirely while repeating his belief that there was a larger pattern of wrongdoing. Then came the health scare that shocked everyone. Ray J landed in the ICU after a serious heart emergency, with reports saying his blood flow dropped dangerously low and doctors diagnosed him with cardiomyopathy. The situation was critical, and it happened right in the middle of all this legal chaos. His ex, Sheila, later spoke out and said he had been under intense pressure during this whole situation, especially connected to the ongoing conflict.
And is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears you. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah.
So
look at what they did. Look at what they did to Britney. When she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way. But 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. You can see that.
She also made it clear that despite everything being said online, Ray J had never been violent toward her, pushing back on certain narratives while confirming just how much stress he had been dealing with behind the scenes. Whether people agree with Ray J or not, one thing is clear. This situation is hitting him hard in ways most people do not see. He is a father first, and when he feels like his name and legacy are under attack, it clearly affects him on a deep level. According to Sheila, things got so intense one night that she was trying to stop him from hurting himself. And in that emotional moment, things got out of control. She admitted, and that night, I was only trying to grab him from jumping off the ledge, and I let my emotions get the best of me, and I slapped him. Not only did I slap him, I slapped the dog shit out of him. And looking back, I regret it so much. That moment alone shows just how serious everything had become behind the scenes. She also explained that Ray J had been staying with her and had important documents locked away, which she eventually got access to. According to her, those documents contained information that was putting extreme pressure on him mentally. On top of that, he was dealing with heart medication that left him exhausted, making everything even harder. And it did not stop there. Between ongoing accusations, legal battles, and rumors involving other industry names, the weight kept stacking up. All of it combined created a situation where Ray J was dealing with stress from every direction at once. Then Ray J took things even further himself. In a long Instagram rant, he directly accused the Kardashians of trying to harm him, even suggesting he was being targeted with some kind of substance. In his own words, I don't even talk about you. Until you try to illegally bribe me, now you're trying to off me, setting me up and setting up traps. I have kids too. You can never tear down the black culture or me or my mom or my sister or God. That statement instantly sent social media into a frenzy. Because of claims like that, some people started saying he should seriously increase his security. If even a fraction of what he is saying were true, then the situation could be far more dangerous than it looks on the surface. At the same time, older allegations connected to the Kardashians started resurfacing online. Some discussions pointed to mentions in Epstein-related documents, where one accuser made claims involving connections and financial dealings. However, even in those statements, the accuser admitted there was no solid proof for certain parts and called for further investigation instead. The same goes for other viral claims floating around. Names, rumors, and past controversies keep getting pulled back into the spotlight. but much of it remains unverified. Still, the timing of everything has people watching closely. Kanye West also added fuel to the situation with his own statements in the past, where he accused the Kardashians of manipulation and control within the industry. He even backed the idea that the 2006 tape situation may not have happened the way the public was originally told. This is not even the first time Ray J has made that claim. He previously said back in 2022 that the tape was released intentionally, especially after Kanye revealed he had retrieved a laptop linked to unreleased footage.
And I would honestly like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I also would like to be able to share my story with the world and what they did to me, instead of it being a hush-hush secret to benefit all of them. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me. By making me keep this in for so long is not good for my heart. I've been so angry and I cry every day. It concerns me. I'm told I'm not allowed to expose the people who did this to me. For my sanity, I need you, to the judge, to approve me, do an interview where I can be heard on what they did to me. And actually, I have the right to use my voice and take up for myself. My attorney says I can't, it's not good. I can't let the public know anything they did to me, and by not saying anything is saying it's okay. I don't know what I said here. It's not okay. I don't want to interview. I'd much rather just have an open call to you for the press to hear, which I didn't know today we're doing. So now,
in that moment, Kanye said, "After I went and got the laptop from Ray J myself that night, right? And then got on the red. I met this man at the airport, then got on the red eye, came back, delivered it to her at 8 a.m. in the morning, and then I gave it to her, and she cried when she saw it." He continued, "You know why she cried when she's not seen her laptop? Because it represents how much she's been used. It represents how much people didn't love her and they just saw her as a commodity." Moments like that only added more layers to an already complicated story. Now, with legal fights, health scares, and resurfacing claims all happening at once, people are left trying to figure out what is real, what is exaggerated, and what might still be hidden behind the scenes. Kanye made a bold statement at the time, saying Kim was one of the most talked about people on the planet, comparing her level of attention to figures everyone recognizes instantly. That comment alone had people debating non-stop. But Ray J quickly pushed back, responding, "All of this is a lie. SMH can't let them do this anymore." So untrue, making it clear he was not going to stay quiet. Then things escalated fast during one of his IG Live sessions. Ray J started calling everything out, claiming contracts were already in place and that talking publicly may have already crossed legal lines. He broke it down, saying both he and Kim had equal stakes, around 12.5% each, and insisted those documents would have to be revealed in court. According to him, the truth is written clearly on paper, and once those records come out, people will finally see what really happened. He went even deeper, describing how the agreements were signed. Ray J claimed Kim was right there rushing the process, even stepping in to help finalize paperwork. He pointed to specific deliverables, saying those documents detailed exactly what was being sold. In his words, tape number 1, Cabo intro tape number 2, Cabo tape number 3. That level of detail is what made people stop and pay attention. And just when it seemed like it could not get more intense, more rumors started spreading. Some people online began connecting this situation to Kanye's past claims about control and pressure behind the scenes. There have been ongoing conversations suggesting that when certain celebrities speak out, narratives can quickly shift against them. Kanye himself has said in the past that he felt pushed towards heavy medication during difficult moments. He described being offered high amounts of lithium and said he refused it, believing it would have changed him completely. In one statement, he explained, "When I asked them how much lithium did you want to put me on? Exactly, it took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount." That claim added another layer to the wider discussion. People online even started comparing these situations to other high-profile cases where celebrities later spoke about feeling controlled or silenced. Britney Spears was often mentioned, especially after she publicly described her own experience with medication and restrictions during her conservatorship. In court, she said, "I would honestly like to sue my family, to be totally honest with you. I want to be able to be heard on what they did to me by making me keep this in for so long." Statements like that only made the conversation around Ray J grow louder, with people wondering if there are patterns that the public does not fully see. At the same time, Ray J's situation continued to raise concern, with his health scare, legal battles, and public accusations all happening together. Many started saying he needs to move carefully. Some believe there are multiple powerful figures who would prefer he stay quiet about what he knows. Online reactions have been all over the place. One person commented that the Kardashians seem connected to many major figures in entertainment, suggesting there could be more going on behind closed doors. Another person shared a theory that after the tape situation, Kim's career skyrocketed while Ray J's slowed down, calling it a major shift in public perception. There are even comparisons being made to other celebrity relationships, with some claiming similar patterns of one person rising while another fades. These are just opinions circulating online, but they show how deeply people are analyzing every detail of this situation. At the end of the day, a lot of this remains unproven, and separating fact from speculation is not easy. But with contracts being discussed, lawsuits moving forward, and personal health issues involved, this story has clearly gone far beyond just old headlines. Now people are left asking, is Ray J exposing something real, or is this all being blown out of proportion? And with everything happening at once, is he actually in danger, or is this just the pressure of a very public fight playing out in real time? Either way, this situation is not slowing down anytime soon.